The roads seem to be more dangerous than ever, which means driving education has to move with the times and get young adults ready for real-life situations. Now, Chris Tweet from Tire Rack Street Survival School is here with more. Chris, thanks so much for joining us today.
Great to be here, Alex.
It's great to have you. And we're talking about sort of a really grim situation on the roads these days. Tell us just how bad the conditions are and some of the statistics.
Well, they're way worse than we'd really like them to be. About 40% of the deaths in the 16 to 19-year-old age is related to automobile accidents.
Yeah.
And, you know, roughly, so that works out to about roughly 5,000 individuals a year nationwide. And so that, you know, that's, you start trying to put faces with that, and it's really a horrendous number. So our effort is to really try to make sure that our loved ones and people that we know and people that we deal with are not part of that statistic group.
Right, right. Sobering numbers for sure. I mean, like you say, just putting faces to all those, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But thankfully, this program does a lot to tackle that.
We do a lot. We're trying, you know, very hard to be part of a solution, you know, educate students. We're not really doing driver's ed. We're doing driver training and safety awareness.
Right, driving survival. I mean, just to use that word. And we're watching some of the video now, you know, we're seeing some of the drivers in their own cars.
In their own cars, yeah.
So tell us about how the program is actually formatted.
Well, so the program is formatted that the students get some time in the class as well as time in the car. In the classroom, we talk about awareness and attitude behind the wheel, and what that really means, and you know, what to look out for and how to keep your eyes open. And then in the car, we teach the students the skills to react in an emergency situation, what their vehicle will do. I mean, there's a lot of great programs out there. One of the things that I think is most special about this program is we put the students in the car that they are going to be driving. We work with them. All our instructors are professional drivers who really have car control down pat without a question.
Right. And you know, hearing some of the testimonials, I was watching a few of these videos earlier, the kids were surprised to know that their cars handled the way they did. I mean, they said, I never knew that my car could do this. And the fact is, you can practice something like this in case it happens in real life.
Exactly. And a completely safe environment. We actually have people, several people on site. Their whole job is to observe safety.
Right.
And so we want to make it a completely safe environment. We've got a lot of room. We are able to show the students and put them in situations, and so that they see how they can react and how the car will react.
Right.
Given that situation put in front of them.
Well, it is leagues different than a traditional driver's ed course, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in there, you get hands-on, you get to, you know, do all these skids on purpose, right? That's the idea. And so if people are listening right now and they want to enroll, you know, their young adults, their kids in this program, what are some of the restrictions, limitations on age?
Well, so the target audience is 16 to 21. I mean, young drivers. So that's the target audience that we try to fill the class with. And then there are some restrictions on vehicles, not many. Basically, we need a vehicle that is not have a high roll center, like a Jeep or a lifted Jeep or something like that.
Right.
And we have a process for checking that and verifying, you know, the vehicle's capability to be involved in the school.
Right.
And those are not great choices for young drivers. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's another thing that people will learn from this is what vehicles are actually the ones, as you know, if people are learning how to drive, if they're young, their accident rate's going to be higher. So which vehicle is going to set them up for success, basically? It's not going to put them in a situation where they're going to roll. So it's very important that you guys are doing this. It's going to be huge, not only for parents, but for families and the drivers themselves. They're going to take this with them for the rest of their life, because driving, survival when you're driving, really, it doesn't stop at any age. So
no, it doesn't.
Chris,
absolutely
thanks
not.
so much for joining us.
All
Very
right.
important information for people, and thanks again.
All right, thank you.
Of
Take
course.
care, Alex.
Now, the Tire Rack Street Survival School is taking place this Saturday in Marana. Pre-registration is required by visiting azbrscca.org. And for more information, please visit streetsurvival.org.